This is our Earth. This is our home. This is where we live. This is where we survive. If you look at the picture, you'll see it's a beautiful blue marble or blue planet with plenty of water, clouds, atmosphere, and land. It's been known as the world, the blue marble, Terra, the blue planet, and the Goldilocks planet. Earth is our home planet, and it's billions of years old, and it orbits the star, our sun. In our solar system, 4 planets are bigger and 3 are smaller than Earth. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. The only 2 closer are Mercury and Venus. Earth is made up of land, air, and life. Earth is the only planet known to have lots of water, which is needed for life. Earth is the only planet where life has been found, at least life as we know it. Earth has an atmosphere that shelters it from the worst of the sun's rays. Each part of Earth connects to and works with other parts. Clouds in the air drop rain and snow on our land, and water gives life to our animals and planets. Land volcanoes send gas and dust in the air. You may think this is a bad thing, but it isn't. It helps our atmosphere. People breathe air and drink the clean, fresh water. Earth is just right. Earth is called a Goldilocks planet. You know the story about Goldilocks and the 3 bears. And the little girl Goldilocks had to have everything just right. Her porridge couldn't be too hot, it couldn't be too cold, and her bed couldn't be too hard or too soft. So on Earth, everything is just right for living things. It's warm, but it's not too warm. And it has water, but not too much water. Just what is a Goldilocks planet? It's a planet that falls within a star's habitable zone and is often specifically used for planets close to the size of Earth, although we have found much larger and even a few smaller. A planet following the Goldilocks principle is one that is neither too close nor too far from a star to rule out liquid water on its surface, and thus life on the planet. They can also be known as exoplanets. Why do we care if a planet is a Goldilocks planet or not? Well, first of all, we always know that we're looking for extraterrestrial life, and we're also looking to expand because our world is getting crowded. But Goldilocks planets are believed to contain the substances needed for life, and the existence of neighbors raises the possibility of extraterrestrials who are one step ahead of us and may have already discovered life on other planets and our own. The possibility of future travel and human habitation on these planets is also possible. Who are the Goldilocks planets? This is a list. It's not inclusive, or it's a snapshot. And if you'll see in the right-hand corner, you'll see Jupiter, the big planet, and then Neptune, the blue planet, and then above that is Earth and Mars. So you can get a handle on the size of the exoplanets that have been deemed habitable. There have been ones found recently as of June of 2013 that are not on this list. So there are possibilities. How are these planets discovered? Well, there's a lot of ways and tools and methods. Some work, some don't. One of the ones that have been proven is the radial velocity method. It's when you observe the star actually moving in response to the gravitational pull of a planet. So if you monitor the position of the star, you'll see it start to move, and then the movements seem consistent with the presence of a planet, and then you can say, hey, in fact, there's a planet there. Also launched in 2009 was the Kepler Space Observatory. This telescope and this observatory has seen thousands of new planets, potential galaxies, and they were instrumental in identifying the Kepler 9d exoplanet, which used the transit timing variation method. And basically all that is when there's multiple planets, if one hits another one, or hits it out of orbit, small variations in the times of the transit for one planet can thus indicate the presence of another, which in and itself may or not be transit, but it's still a tool that has proven effective. This is a transit method, and it basically reflects the light of the parent star, and the atmosphere of the planet leaves a imprint in the reflection, sort of like a spectral fingerprint, and that can be studied for the atmosphere content. And then there's a picture of the eclipses so you can see how that works. When were these planets discovered? Again, this is not an inclusive list, but if you look at the dates on the right, you'll see most of them have been since 2005, or I shouldn't say most of them. Most of the proven ones have been from 2005 and forward. As usual, as our technology grows, so does our certainty. But you can also see the distance from the Earth and the mass and the radius of each of the planets. Where are these planets found? They're in the habitable zone, which is a zone around a star within which planetary mass objects with sufficient atmospheric pressure can support liquid water at the surface. It sounds like a mouthful, but basically it's where there's a potential of life. The following two diagrams are visuals of the zone, and specifically the 5-planet system of Kepler-2, which was found in 2013. And if you'll see on the right, or on the bottom, is our solar system, and Earth is right in the center of the habitable zone, which ranges from the northeast down to the southwest. Pretty interesting stuff, huh? Here's the Kepler-62 system. It's a pretty good visual of the habitable zone compared to our solar system. And as you can see, the sizes aren't really matching up with the true Goldilocks definition of close to the planet size or Earth size. But hey, if there's possibilities of life out there, as far as I'm concerned, it's Goldilocks. In conclusion, the universe is so vast, it has so many questions, and we have so many limited answers. We have more than we used to, but there's so many more that need to be answered. I think we've just scratched the surface of what or who is out there, and what happened today could change tomorrow. So based on that, what I've learned during this entire astronomy course is there are really no conclusions. There's only unlimited possibilities based on the limited knowledge and available technologies and tools of the time. And if you'll look at this visual, it's pretty damning to see the similarities between Earth and Kepler-22b and Gliese 581g. There's just got to be something more out there than just us. Hope you enjoyed it. Pat Green signing off.